Hello! Pizza Packs here, and we're back with episode 260 of Secret Lair Sunday. This week we have the Art of Frank Frazetta, the second exhibition. Now this is actually the second set of Frank Frazetta art Secret Lairs that they've done. We actually covered the first set in episodes 80 and 81 of Secret Lair Sunday. Almost 2 years ago now. So let's get into these and look at one of the most iconic artists of all time, for fantasy at least. Now, Frank Frazetta is a prolific fantasy artist. Many of you will recognize his art even if you don't recognize his name. But they did quite a few iconic pieces last time, such as Dark Ritual. They did Lightning Strike instead of Lightning Bolt, I believe. But I'm trying to remember some of the other cards in the first run. But this is the second run that they did. And looks like we got a pair of Secret Lair thank yous. Right. Let's take a look at this beautiful art. So if we have Deadly Dispute. Absolutely gorgeous foiling on this. This was a Pauper staple up until a couple months ago when it was banned. I suspect they chose this when they didn't quite have the bannings for that nailed down, but this did just recently come out. In fact, these were just delivered earlier this week. Murderous Rider. Very nice. Zulaport Cutthroat. Now, I don't remember the name of this piece, but I do know it's one of the more famous ones that he's done. He also did quite a bit of art for, I believe it was Conan the Barbarian. And Heavy Metal Magazine, a few others. Aggravated Assault. That is absolutely gorgeous. He's especially well known for his figures and the musculature on them. Also just having a very dark and foreboding sort of style. And Desperate Ritual. Wow. Interesting change in the templating on that as well. And we have a Tomb Tyrant for our promo. I wish they had gone with something on theme for this, for the promo. There we go. Those colors. The camera just does not do this justice. These are absolutely beautiful pieces. And some of the choices of cards, you know, could be better. Deadly Dispute, I would have preferred to see something closer to like Village Rites, although the art that they picked was fantastic for this. It's just not as much of a useful card as it once was. The Aggravated Assault is going to replace my other copies in several decks, and we have a Crypt Breaker for our second promo. Neat. I think Lightning Strike was actually the promo card for the original run. Fourth set, or third set rather. With Tormod the Desecrator. Interesting choice there. And last but not least, our fourth one. Where we have a second Crypt Breaker. Okay. Now, I will say these are sold out, unfortunately. Some of the other artist ones that are up right now are not. But if you can get a hold of these, do. The art on these are absolutely gorgeous. And again, the camera does not do them justice. But thank you for joining me on this adventure. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff for the algorithm. It really helps us out, and I really appreciate it. Until next time, stay awesome. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.